Smile.
Okay. Smile.
Oh no!
You were so sleepy.
You are sleepy, huh? Hey.
That's probably. That's better. There you go.
You smile.
Smile, little.
Hi.
Yay!
Oh man. That's beautiful. Yay!
Sure, you're. Okay, sound good. Your name.
Emily Coleman,
Spell it.
EMILYKOHLMAN,
How old?
27.
See, now you can do it. You know what's funny? Is that's what we do for every interview starts that way with TV.
All right.
Really?
That's it. That's the only reason I did that.
Oh,
Because I actually know who you are and don't have
yeah.
to worry about it.
Right.
But it relaxes you.
Yeah.
So, okay, talk about who you are, and then we'll go back in your history.
Okay.
Okay, just say who you are and your age, and anything else you want to put in there.
Okay.
Okay. 5, 4, 3.
I'm Emily Coleman. I'm 27 years old. I am married. I have a beautiful daughter and a wonderful husband. And I'm originally from Wisconsin, but I now live in Ohio. I was born with a rare birth defect called bladder exstrophy. And I think that it's made me a lot of who I am today. And definitely has changed my life for the better. And I really enjoy spending time with my family and the Green Bay Packers.
Good.
I had no idea what to say.
No, that's actually perfect.
Okay.
That's actually perfect. Okay, now go back to when you were little. You know, starting back from where you were born and where you had to go.
Okay.
You know, I don't remember what it all.
No,
But
no,
just start to there to John Hopkins.
okay.
But other than that, we'll stop there and come back.
Don't bring up Cameron when I talk about
No.
Hopkins.
Don't
Okay.
bring up Cameron yet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was born at Kaukauna Community Hospital in Kaukauna, Wisconsin. My parents did not know that I was going to be born with a birth defect, bladder exstrophy. So after I was born, I was taken by ambulance because it should have been a helicopter, but there was a huge snowstorm on the day that I was born. And taken by ambulance to Milwaukee Children's to have my bladder put back on the inside because that was the best hospital at that time for the closest for what I was born with. After that, I had a series of surgeries. My first couple days of birth, I was at Milwaukee Children's for about 8 weeks after I was born, which is 2 hours away from my parents' house. So for my parents, it was very hard going back and forth and taking time with my 2 older sisters, making sure everybody had enough time. And after I was born, I didn't have another surgery until I was about 4 at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, Maryland. Dr. Robert Jeffs, with the assisting of Dr. Stephen DeSimo, did my bladder neck reconstruction there at the age of 4, and my osteotomy, which actually was very successful in making me continent and is a lot of the reason why I have had such a great life.
Perfect.
Good?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was great.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
Yeah, that was great. Okay, and then and now you could bring Cameron in.
Okay.
Yes, and then we'll put you together afterwards.
Okay.
So
Is my eyeliner like smudging on the sides? Because
actually, you can't tell on that. So
Okay.
don't worry about it.
they're watering because there's a little bit of a breeze and I'm trying not to blink too much.
Oh yeah. And I'm trying not to fall down.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't worry, I fell down at the photo booth yesterday.
Did you really?
Because they were bending in, and I went like this and kept going,
It was over.
and I almost knocked the whole booth down.
I'm so clumsy. Cameron knows. When I was pregnant,
Yes.
I just found out I was pregnant with Everly,
Yeah.
and naturally we were scared anyways because we went to the doctor and they couldn't find the baby. They thought maybe it was like she wasn't gonna, grow and develop how she should have, and so we had just gotten back from the emergency room. I don't know, a couple days before that because of that, and I was walking downstairs with a basket of laundry and I slipped and I fell and just like skidded down all the stairs. I've never heard Cameron run and scream so loud in my whole life because I started crying, not because I was like hurt, but I was just scared to death that something was wrong. But it was fine. Good enough.
Can I use that?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, you can use that. That's fine. I don't care.
I'll throw that in the end.
Yeah. No, that's
'Cause, I
great.
mean, certain things like that, it's great. It's natural.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'll put that in when you introduce her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So, okay. So John Hopkins, and how'd you meet him? And
Gosh. Okay.
yeah,
Was it 95? Just so I get all my facts right. 95,
Yeah.
right?
I know. Did you write in here?
I think so.
It was 1995.
95. We were both 4.
I think
Both
you were
getting
5.
our
I was 4.
BNR and osteotomies done.
Just say you're 4.
Okay.
Yeah, when you were 4. The year you don't have to worry about it. I think
Okay.
it says right here, 95.
Does
You
it?
got it right.
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah. So, would you introduce that, and then we'll merge the guys together.
Okay. Great.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So also when I was at Johns Hopkins, I was getting my BNR done in bladder neck reconstruction and my osteotomy. My doctor, Dr. Robert Jeffson, Dr. Stephen DeSimo, they introduced me to another little boy who had bladder exstrophy. We were both there with our moms, both 4 years old. He was from Ohio, I was from Wisconsin, and they thought it would be a good idea for us to meet for moral support and just companionship and have someone to be there for each other. And so I was introduced to him. We hit it off right away. We were great friends. We spent 8 weeks together at the Ronald McDonald House, recovering from the same exact surgery. Cameron had his bladder neck reconstruction and osteotomy done at the same time, so we became quick friends, and we were confined to wagons the whole time for the majority of the time that we were there recovering from the surgery. So we, with our moms, would go around the Inner Harbor in Baltimore in our wagons, and they would just pull us around everywhere, and we were great friends, and we stayed in contact for a very long time. And do you want me to
Yeah.
I didn't want to go into
Stay in
it,
contact
sorry.
a very long time is good.
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't going to stop you, but anytime you stutter, I'll stop.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm just talking in circles. So I
yeah,
don't wanna-
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can edit out once it's
Okay.
clean edits. I can edit out.
Yeah.
Those hard ones,
Yeah.
because I don't have the technology.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe if this gets bigger and they can pay for it.
Right.
But
I'll try to promote it the best I can.
you know, at John Hopkins, they had these cameras that we did for it was called red cameras.
Yeah.
They're like this big. Well, the guy that was shooting our reality show a couple years ago, he had that in my car. You see my small car? He was on the front. He's at the front shooting, and I'm driving. It was nuts. And I go, I don't think they want to use it. But he goes, that's all we got right now. It was just to shoot the first show.
Yeah.
It wasn't the technology wasn't there, but he was just going on. So I saw them guys bring that. I'm thinking, you guys are nuts.
Yeah.
Down there to interview someone.
Sure. That's
So-
crazy.
So just move over to Cameron.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah,
Pretend like you love me
yeah,
We'll see.
for a second.
yeah. Just like you actually care.
Once the cameras are off, you know.
So,
Can you talk a little bit now so I don't have to?
yeah, actually,
No.
actually, what we'll do is I'll interview him real quick. You know, his background. And then we'll bring you two in.
Tired? I need to wake up. I'm in a daze.
Can't wake up
Can't wake up today.
because you're so much taller. So that's. Okay. j- just talk about how you made the John Hopkins, and well, just start with your basic, with your life, and we'll go down John Hopkins, and we'll join you two together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind of. So it's just like when you want me to start when I was younger, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then say you guys met when you were 14,
Yeah.
and then I'll bring you two together.
Okay.
Okay?
You want me to end with when we met when we were 14, that you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're 4, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
14. I mean,
I mean-
good grief. You were.
It's nice knowing you.
15, I guess.
Yeah, that's when I met you guys, right? 14, 15?
Yeah, that's
So,
about the
right
time we started talking again.
Yeah,
We
that-
were 14 or
yeah.
15. I think I was 16 when we
Yeah.
went to Milwaukee. Yeah. Yep.
And that was an amazing video.
Yeah.
What the technology then wasn't there, but still,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
That's good.
The living room letter extra.
Yeah.
Letter extra. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Well,
because you know the one girl there went and had a bladder neck surgery right after that because it was because we had that, it was just for her, basically.
Really. The one from Illinois? Or Ariel or
I think it was
I say
Ariel.
I
It
think
was Ariel.
She was the
she
one
works
that.
at Disney now.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah,
She's a
she's a
pastry
pastry
chef.
chef at.
The Grand Floridian.
yeah.
She's incredible.
Yeah. She does
No
really,
way.
really
yeah.
good work.
I'll
yeah.
have to show you some of her stuff. Yeah.
You have to tell me because I have to go. I'm going down there in November.
Oh,
Are you really?
Yeah, I've taken kids down there again.
Oh.
You have to get
Yeah.
in contact with her on Facebook. Yeah, she's there. She does really good work there. We see it all the time.
Incredible.
Because realistic, she'd come over with the kids we do
Yeah.
and teach pastry. I have to contact her. For
Yeah.
that, because maybe we can have them go over and learn how to make pastries.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Because Disney does a lot for us.
I was gonna say Disney will make something happen. I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll have to tell Jamie about that one after
Yeah.
I talk to her.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's really good at what she
I didn't even know that. See, I mean, the kids have grown up amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing kids. I mean, look, you see, what's her name from out in Oklahoma?
Brittany?
Brittany. She's amazing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, that's what you need to do. And I remember when she came in there and goes, turn it.
Would you be so upset if we did?
Yeah.
You had your old spiel and then it wasn't even on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
what it is.
You're way better at this than I am.
I'm not horrible at
I'm
this.
so nervous.
I like being on camera.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Go 5, 4, 3.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I'm 26 years old, and I was born with bladder extrophy. Born and raised in Massillon, Ohio, and I had my initial bladder closure in Johns Hopkins.
Okay. No, you can introduce yourself now, because I think he's don't want to say much. I'm teasing.
What else? Are we gonna talk together now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, introduce yourself and then introduce Cameron.
Introduce myself and Cameron.
No, introduce Cameron.
Okay.
So, because I'll go back and
Yeah.
we'll put it in after this.
Yeah.
Because I'm just make sure you guys are in the picture.
birds fighting behind us.
Um,
5, 4, 3.
and this is my husband, Cameron Coleman. We met at Johns Hopkins, as I was just talking about earlier. He was the boy I met when I was 4 years old, and we've stayed connected. We stayed connected after we left Johns Hopkins, and we reunited when we were 14. Talked on the phone, emailed back and forth, and then eventually dated long distance. And in 2015, we got married. What else to say?
That's good. That's good.
Did you want me to go in that deep yet or not?
No, to go that deep. Go,
Okay.
Just do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, because you say you got married, and and just leave it at the end of marriage, because then we'll introduce your daughter afterwards.
Okay. So,
5, 4, 3, 2. Look this way, Cameron. Okay.
so hold on a second. So, I'm just saying what I said before,
Yeah,
correct?
exactly.
Okay.
Just say it calmly, and
I know, I need to get my thoughts together.
yeah, I get your thoughts together.
And
That's why you won't hear my questions on the video.
No,
Yeah.
right.
So that's why I leave them open-ended.
okay. And I'll just say this is my husband, Cameron, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then you met when you were 14.
Yeah.
Well, no, say your husband was later, wasn't it?
What?
You want to say we're now married?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So,
You know what? I'll put a couple pictures of your wedding.
okay.
Yeah, so say we're now married at, yes, at the end, say you're now married, I'll put a couple wedding pictures up.
Okay. So you don't want me to introduce him as my husband?
No,
Okay.
yeah. Introduce him as Cameron.
Okay.
You know that boy you met
Yeah.
in the wagons?
Yeah.
The wagon boy.
Right. We saw the wagon in our garage.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Was it a red wagon?
Yeah, my mom kept it actually. It's in that picture right there.
Oh boy.
We have it in her.
Yeah, we have them at the hospital now.
Do you?
They're all made in Korea. Okay, I think they're Korean. Maybe they're Chinese. Koreans, it's too expensive there now. Okay, go ahead.
This is Cameron. This is the boy I met when we were at Johns Hopkins getting our surgeries done back in '95 when we were 4 years old. We became friends and we stayed friends for a very long time. In 2006, we started talking more and emailed back and forth on the phone all the time, drove our parents crazy. Buying plane tickets back and forth and talking on the phone late at night and getting ourselves into trouble. But long story short, we did start dating in 2006, and in 2015 we got married.
And I'll show you pictures of your wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And, okay. Now, Cameron, you can talk about your love of your life. The baby.
The Packers? Oh.
Yeah, how did you become a Packer fan?
My dad's from Wisconsin.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's from about an hour, 2
Hour and a
hours
half.
north or so,
You?
where her
My
where her
parents, yeah.
parents are from.
It's
So
crazy.
Marinette. So we grew up all watching the Packers and everything.
Well, but you don't have much in Cleveland.
Yeah, slim pickings here.
There's
You got slim pickings
AAA
for
team.
football. Yeah, it's rough. No, it's rough.
They had a perfect season this year.
They did, yeah. 0-13, you can't beat that.
0-16.
16,
I
yeah,
have to tell you, it's
16.
probably 0-17 for the year
I'm sure.
because they lost one against Steelers before.
Yeah, I know. In Cleveland, the only place
It'll
you
be
can.
0-18 after this year because
Yeah.
the Steelers playing first.
I saw that. Cleveland's the only place you can have a no-win season. They'll throw a parade for you.
I think that was a good idea.
It was. I mean, it's
Because they had
just.
nothing else to cheer for.
No.
I know. It's just sad day.
I always joke around with him that we wouldn't be together if he wasn't a Packers fan. Because there's Cameron and then there's the Packers, and they're pretty close.
Hey, there's a lot of other weird dynamics. I actually went to a wedding, and she went to Penn State. He went to West Virginia, and they got married on that day, game day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't.
Were they able to watch the game? That's a big question.
Yeah, they were giving the scores as they halfway through.
Good. Okay. Well,
It
that's
was
how it
pretty-
should
it was
be.
pretty funny.
That was
Oh,
a
it should
big
be.
part of planning our wedding, actually, when I wanted to get married in August. No, I'm
You
sorry.
wanted to get married in October.
I wanted to get married in October, and we didn't end up doing it because the cost of hotels it skyrockets during the football season.
It's
and-
only the weekends of football.
well, exactly. So when they're home, a hotel that normally be $100 a night is $300 a night, and we had so many people traveling from Ohio that we hit the end of preseason when we did get married, and
Right.
that was still, we rejoiced when they weren't home because it would still be expensive.
Well, Pittsburgh's the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same way. You can't get a place in Pittsburgh because probably 40% of the stadiums are out of town.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, because everyone's moved away and they kept their tickets.
Yeah.
So people in Pittsburgh are gonna never go to the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went there for a couple concerts, and
Yeah.
it's crazy how much the hotels, they just jack up the prices when there's concerts.
Yeah, someone wanted they wanted to go to heavy metal concerts coming up. So a rally, the person I knew for the rally, is coming with. They're soon going to have to do a little get together.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a couple kids there. So I'm gonna go up to it. But I told him, I said, don't pick Steeler games.
No. Yeah.
And they checked it, and the heavy metal is not a Steeler day. So
That's good.
yeah.
We were looking at making a trip up to Pittsburgh to go to a Penguins game. I couldn't believe how much tickets
you
were.
can't get in there.
Well, it's just insane the amount of money that it's. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to a professional. We used to go to minor league hockey
you
games
might as well
every
go
now
to
and
minor
then.
league.
Well, yeah, so we always have a blast at the Lake Erie Monsters, but I went to go, I was like, I would love to go check out just like an NHL team, and I was like, oh man.
My
Way
wife
too
knows all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they come over to the hospital a lot.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
We
She
do a
knows.
lot of
Did you think about that?
the billing for the emergency rooms in the Allegheny Health Network
Yeah.
where I work. So we have a lot of sports-related injuries and
Well, yeah, they have the baseball team,
mm-hmm.
and but the hockey team and the football team did UPMC.
Yeah.
But they come over to the Children's Hospital. We're a combination of both.
Okay.
yeah.
Even though we're under UPMC, we take the Highmark Health System. We take their funding too, because really Children's Hospital should be independent,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't like it on UPMC.
Yeah. One of our hospitals got taken from, not taken, but it became a UPMC hospital, so we lost the contract.
Yeah, it was.
I can't think of what it was.
I think it was out east. Was it? You ever in Harrisburg?
Yes.
Pinnacle?
Yep.
Yeah. Pinnacle was taken.
Allegheny Health
Pinnacle
Network
was
Cares.
taken over.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, it was just a separate contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Let me make sure it's running. Okay.
So you'd be going to, what would you be going to?
It's talk about about the baby and your love of your life, the little girl.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. How about you? How you feeling?
I'm good.
That's great.
I'm better.
For you.
Hi, Pop. You guys doing a bunch of yard work today, huh?
They're back there building the deck.
Oh, I saw it's coming up nice. Are they building it to the pool?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like, what's that saying? You do 3 things at one time.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Put your thoughts together.
And you'll hear 'em screaming.
Okay, so just talking about Emily.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, talk about Emily meeting, and then the baby, and that's why I'm talking about your love of your life, the little girl.
Do you want me to talk about when we met when we were 4, or do you want me
Yeah,
to
you
just
can do that.
do
You
that?
can do that.
Skip. Okay.
You can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
5.
Do I have to introduce her?
No.
Okay.
No, she already introduced you.
I was just making sure.
So she's already introduced.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
No problem.
You can say, hey, my wife here.
Yeah. No, my woman.
Stop, don't call me. Stop it right now.
Go 5, 4, 3.
My wife and I met when we were 4 years old at Johns Hopkins. We were both having the same procedure done, and became really close. Our moms became really close, and we were together for a long time there. And then oh, that was a
Start over.
PA plate.
Of course.
5, 4, 3. Start over.
My wife and I met when we were 4 years old at Johns Hopkins. We were both born with bladder exstrophy, and we both had the same procedure done. Oh, I thought you were pointing at me.
No.
I was like, what? What'd I do?
No.
I was like this.
Sorry, I didn't know if the dogs were going to be an issue, and then
No, they're not. That car just coming by was an issue.
It's gonna buy again.
Yeah. It's
Well-
just because the tires.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Well,
third time's a charm.
can't see who you are because you got tinted windows.
Yeah, it's because you don't have the lapel mics on. That's why.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I figured it would be loud.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry. I was able to do this in my apartment, and there's a road there. Boom, boom, boom.
All the
So-
time, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Got spider web all over me somewhere. I don't know. Tagging me.
5, 4, 3.
My wife and I met when we were 4 years old at Johns Hopkins. We were both born with bladder exstrophy. My goodness. And we both had the same procedure done that time, and we were confined to wagons for a little while, so we spent a lot of time together. Our moms kind of became best friends, almost leaned on each other for support, and along the way we said we were really close. We spent a lot of time together, became really good friends. Years later down the road, we decided to get back in touch with each other via email, and just kind of talk to each other, see how everything was going. And email went to phone. Phone went to actually she surprising me for the first time meeting. We were both 15, and then again became even closer at that point, closer friends, and eventually fell in love, and couldn't keep her hands off me. And we eventually ended up marrying in 2015. Was our wedding in Wisconsin, home of the Green Bay Packers, and then in 2017 we were blessed with a little baby girl on May 23rd, and she's going to be 1 here pretty soon, and perfectly healthy baby, a little sassy just like her mama, and fortunately she's a big daddy's girl, which I love. She's got me wrapped around her little finger, and she's the most beautiful, healthiest baby, and we're very blessed.
Good. That was great.
Except for the whole
Oh no, that was
can't
actually,
keep her hands off me.
that's actually great because you know how many parents will be worried about that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
No, I
actually
know.
kind of funny.
I know. He's like that all the time.
Yeah, it's things like that are good as long as they're not perverted.
Right.
It's like good, and that's one thing. I don't believe this has to be really detailed, and your diagnosis has to be
Right.
really detailed because everyone's different.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's beside the point. And I had someone complain about that after one. She wasn't talking about her health problems.
It's not,
She's not supposed to talk
Yeah,
about
that's
her
not what
health
it's about.
problems.
It's the opposite of what we're trying to
Yeah,
accomplish.
exactly. So, who wants to talk about the little girl, and I'll do it as a shoot that part. This part I did right there with the B-roll. I'll put it in on top.
Okay, sure.
So who wants that?
What do you want us to talk about her
Just
that
talk about her growing up, just being a girl,
you
just
go
being a
ahead
baby.
with that? Because you're good at that,
Yeah.
and she loves you more than she loves me.
That's because Daddy's not there.
You
all
know
the
it's
time.
true.
does.
She does love you more.
it's called like boss.
That's exactly what you're gonna say, too,
Okay.
isn't it?
So just go and when she was born. And
Yeah, this
well,
this would just be some voiceover, because really I'll show the B-roll there.
yeah.
That's why she was awake. I figured I had to shoot it.
No problem.
Do you want him to talk about us kind of being scared that she wouldn't be as
Yeah,
healthy
do that.
as
Do that
she?
first. Who wants to do that first?
I mean,
It doesn't matter.
you can do that if you want.
Yeah, because I think that's going to be emphasis on, hey,
So let's talk about when we first started talking about
Having kids.
having a baby, and how wasn't a lot of research to people with bladder extrophy, so we know what our chances were.
Yeah.
exactly.
And then that day, he told us we're
Yeah.
having a little girl, and I told you, that's right. I was right.
That was right.
He thought it was gonna be a boy, and she was a girl.
Yeah.
What was it?
Dr. Chapper, Dr. Wood.
Do you mean to say Dr. Traveler?
I don't know. I mean, you don't have to.
No,
I'll say.
probably don't have to.
I'll say. I would just
Because
say.
really no one's going to understand who they are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But talk about. You want to talk about being able to get pregnant?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
can talk
can-
about that, or
Yeah.
You can talk about.
Do you want us
obviously,
to
You
just-
could talk about getting.
Yeah, just talk about that, because there's a lot of kids who'll be worrying about them being able to get pregnant and say,
Well, we were worried about it
Me-
too. Yeah, we weren't sure.
yeah, and I knew your road was hard, so,
yeah, yeah.
but I mean, it's all worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and truthfully, the difference between me and you, because my time we were told never get a kid,
Right.
Yeah.
so it's because they didn't have the knowledge.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I put you a little bit more. Okay. 5, 4, 3.
So naturally, after we got married, our next thought was if we could have kids, and we would like to expand our family. And we went to certain doctors at the Cleveland Clinic, and they told us that it was possible. So we started to try to have a baby, and I got pregnant very quickly. And I can't. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Okay, start over.
I'll do it.
Do you want to do it?
I can do it if you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
doing
do it. It's not that I don't feel comfortable. I'm
Don't know what to say.
tongue-tied. Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, 1 second.
No
Just
problem.
put it this way a little bit. Okay. 5, 4, 3.
So after we got married, my wife and I were talking about obviously expand the family. What we wanted to do. We obviously were talking about. We really. 1 second. Keep stuttering.
See? It's hard.
You got it. Okay.
5, 4, 3.
So after we got married, my wife and I started talking about having a baby, having a family, because we both have really big, close families, and it's obviously been something that we really wanted for a long time. So with both of us having bladder extrophy, we weren't sure what our options were, if we could have children, how hard it would be, would the baby have bladder extrophy. So naturally we talked to a lot of doctors and did some research, and they pretty much said the same thing. Like, it's a 50-50 shot, no one really knows what your chances are. So we decided to go ahead and give it a shot. We figured who better to have a child with bladder extrophy than two people that already have it and kind of went through the same life experiences and everything like that. Started trying to have a child. Got pregnant actually very quickly, which was surprising. Again, we weren't sure whether or not how hard it would be. And like I said, on May 23rd, 2017, we were blessed with a very beautiful girl. Her name's Everly Grace Coleman. Perfectly healthy, little ball of sass. She's gonna be turning a year here pretty soon, so we're really excited for that. But
So, okay, now do it, and I'll put it over.
Yeah.
So go for now.
you want me to say her name or?
You can say
Again?
her name again, but now just talk about her,
Okay.
and I'll put it over,
Okay.
because you were just a little bit too quick.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I can edit that out, but
So just go with her name again.
yeah.
Everly Grace Coleman.
No, you don't have to. Cause that part was fine.
Okay.
To the end, but from this part forward, talk about her. I will put her in the picture.
Okay.
Got it.
What should I say about her?
She's a wild one.
She's wild.
She's
non-stop.
wild and crazy, just like him.
Exactly.
Moving non-stop.
Just say that.
She's busy. She's gonna be a cheesehead.
She's gonna be a cheesehead.
She's gonna be cheesehead. She doesn't have a choice.
She's already got her first pair of cowgirl boots.
You can talk.
No.
You got this.
No, it's fine. You're doing a great job.
Yeah. I'm sure I am.
You are doing a good job.
Yeah, you are. See?
All right.
Good 5, 4, 3.
So we have a perfectly healthy little beautiful.
That's actually gonna be a good one.
Some phlegm. Okay. I'm done. Let me get a bottle of water. Right back. You want anything, Tom?
No, I'm fine.
I can write everything down on a piece of paper, but this scares the.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to remember.
Yeah.
'Cause I had to do a couple of them,
Yeah.
and then a couple of them were after my stroke, which is even worse.
Yeah. I'm sure. Sure.
Now I used to be able to speak right off the cuff,
Yeah.
and all we needed was a slide up, and I could just speak around it. Not anymore.
Yeah.
There's that one video from Spain that's out there. It's all in Spanish below.
Oh, really? She wasn't crying or anything.
No,
right?
she's out cold.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just quiet.
Okay.
I'm dying. Stuck.
You are not. You're being dramatic.
No, I'm done. It's the end time.
Psyching yourself out.
No, I'm dead.
Stop.
5, 4, 3.
So we have a perfectly healthy little baby girl. She's going to be 1 here pretty soon. Right now she's just starting to kind of walk around, grabbing on things. Can't keep up with her. I mean, I'm out of breath all the time trying to run after her. I don't know how she has the energy that she has. I just don't know what to say about her. It's my thing.
Okay, good. Because of me vocal, I'll edit it out there, so you can plug whatever else you want to say.
Okay.
in there. Just so we have more time.
She's a Spitfire.
So you told me to go. She's a little.
Yeah, good stuff
go
in the
in there.
beginning. Should be okay.
Okay. Just go back.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a perfectly healthy little baby girl. She is full of sass. She's almost a year old, so right now trying to keep up with her is impossible at this point. She's. You got this one. No. Can't do it.
I can't think of what to
She's
say.
a little dead age.
Well, actually, that's perfect. I'll just edit the video out.
Okay.
I mean, that's okay.
Okay.
I'll do
I'll
one more
figure out something with those.
I'll do it one more time.
Okay, guys, do one more time.
You're a little girl.
Yeah.
Just give me
She's a
like 30
princess.
seconds.
No problem.
Don't say she's a year, about to be a year, because you said that before.
What?
You said she's about to be a year old before. Also,
Okay.
I think.
When?
When he was actually, when we were talking about like pregnancy and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Gotcha. Okay. So Everly Grace Coleman is a little spitfire right now. She's a lot of energy running around. She's just starting to walk around and exploring new things. It's amazing to see her learn new things every day. It's amazing. So finally starting to say words. Right now she's a big daddy's girl, which I love. We get along great, and she's my little everything.
The lawnmower in the background.
Yeah, no problem.
The one time.
No, you're up.
I was hearing it.
All
I'm
right.
like, let me hear it in here, and it's like real loud.
Yeah, no problem.
And it's going to be going on for a little bit. Huh.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Start.
How about this? We can close it up in there or something.
Okay.
But think about what you wanna say to the parents today.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy enough.
You know?
Do I know?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think like
Say there's other options out there. There's adoption. Kids can live
great
any way they
life.
want. There's other options that are there. Surrogate, adoption. It's unlimited.
Right.
You see, just because you were lucky to have a baby doesn't mean everyone can
Yeah.
or everyone will.
Yeah.
Keep it open. Here, keep your dialogue open with your kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to wait until that's done, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just figure out that, and then we'll just close it then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good with me.
Yeah. Because it should be about 10 minutes long. That's about as attention span of people. And
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
She says she's got blue eyes and big thighs.
Don't say that. You can't, Red.
She does.
Oh, but she's a baby.
I know.
she's a baby. She's a little.
She's a roly-poly.
Yeah. Most babies look roly-poly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's
Only
finding
the
something.
unhealthy babies look.
Yeah. Of course.
It's actually a little bit less now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before it was like a little loud. So just talk about when you talk about growing up, what was the best thing that your parents did for either of you, both of you?
Yeah.
Just conversation back and forth.
Yeah, it's the same,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm?
It's like what the best thing our parents did for us.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right?
Until the wind slows down. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I think growing up, the best thing that my parents did for me was teaching me the golden rule, making sure that I treat everyone the way I would like to be treated. And I think keeping that in mind the entire time and okay, hold on.
That could actually be a good reel there.
Yeah. 1 minute.
Hit me in the nose.
I should have killed it.
Don't
I didn't know
kill
if it was a
things.
bee or a fly.
Hey, that would have been a YouTube special.
Yeah. Okay, are we good?
Yep.
Okay.
5, 4, 3.
Growing up, I think the best thing my parents taught me is to treat everyone how I would like to be treated. I didn't want to be treated like I had something different about me or wrong with me, essentially, because there were little road bumps, but nothing was wrong with my life. My life was great, and I think that talking to Cameron, and this is why we bonded so well, is that our parents raised us to be who we are and not let bladder exstrophy define who we are. I think it's so important that kids are raised to think that, you're so much more than a label that's on your medical chart or, what you're born with. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. I think raise your child with no limitations. Let them be a kid. Let them run, play sports. And also have open dialogue with them. Open communication is huge. I think both our parents are very open and what we wanted, when we felt like we needed something. Let them be part of the process almost, or let them tell you how they're feeling and what they think they should be doing.
Yeah, especially growing up, I think there were a lot of uncomfortable scenarios having the birth defect that we have, and to have our parents be so willing to help us in any scenario, and if they couldn't help us, get us to somebody who could, that was really great for us to grow and be who we are today.
Okay, that's great.
Good?
And just, yeah, I think you got it good, because everything else is even when we talk about before, be fine. I think it's perfect. Yeah, I think it's a good ending.
Good.
And let me just take a couple pictures. You guys, what can we up for the chair?
So you see the back legs are sinking down.
Yeah.
We just had a bunch of rain.
Yeah, stay there.
Stop it.
Good. Just for you.
Where's the blanket?
Yep, there you go. Just for you.
Where's the blanket?
Yep, there you go.
What, dear? Some crazy curls today.
I know.